Hey, hello. Today I'd like to quickly present the Riese Müller Delite Mountain equipped with the Gates carbon belt and the Rohloff E-14 internally geared hub, as well as the 625 watt-hour PowerTube battery that is optional. This here is the model 2020 bike. It has a frame of 47 centimeters. You have an option also of two larger frames. For my height, which is 173 centimeters, I could choose from 47 and 51 centimeter frames, but the shop told me to choose the smaller one so that I could bring my seat down. And it's a how do you call it, telescopic seat that comes with this bike, and I could then put it in the lower or a comfortable position. This bike weighs 27 kilograms, so it's much lighter than the Super Delite model by 10 kilos. So 27 kilograms is in line with most of today's bikes equipped equivalently. It comes with a Performance Line CX Generation 4 motor that includes from the factory the 85 Newton meter software or firmware. It has a dual Fox suspension. It has 140 millimeter travel in the rear and 150 millimeter in the front. As you can see, it's a Fox 36. The tires that come with it are the 27.5 by 2.8 inch. It has 650B types of tubes. I did not prepare it tubeless, but I did put some liquid inside the tube in case I have a puncture, because it will be quite difficult to replace the rear tire specifically. What else? Both suspensions are fully adjustable. They are air pressured. The bike is equipped with, or is delivered actually with, the pump. This pump is used to put pressure not on the tires but on the suspensions. In the subject of equipment that is delivered with it, it also comes with a charger with two metal pedals with no clips, which I have replaced with Shimano clipless pedals, and a good set of manuals, including for the Bosch parts, for the bike itself, for the Gates carbon belt, the Fox suspension and the Rohloff geared hub. Let me see. It, as I said before, it's equipped with a Rohloff. The Rohloff has a electronic shifter. It needs to be combined with either the kiosk or the other models of head units, but not with the smartphone hub. It's not compatible with that. It has 14 gears with very quick shifting up and down, and the gears are displayed on the kiosk. Also, when you stop, it detects that you've stopped and it shifts down to whatever gear you have programmed, and it's default programmed with the 5th gear. The shifter is located in the back on the other side, right there. It is electronically connected to the bike, so you need to have electrical power in order to shift gears. As you can see, it is equipped also with a carbon belt, and the carbon belt has a tensioner which is spring-loaded and attached to the suspension. I have tried to spin this drive unit, and there's a lot of internal drag, and it's not from the geared up specifically, it's mostly from the tension on the belt, in my opinion. But it does have quite a bit more drag than a chain and cassette. The idea was to replace the derailleur cassette system, which I am totally against because of the high maintenance. It does come with certain drawbacks. I will see if with time and with wear this internal resistance decreases, which I'm hoping it will. The bike does not come equipped with these mud guards, which is from the brand BBB. They cost approximately 10 euros. I have two, one in the front, one in the back. But I did put one in the back because this bike has a lot of places where the mud can get into, and holes and cables and things that tell you that this frame was not originally designed for a mountain bike, because it will get filled with water and mud very quickly and into important places. So I've placed this mud guard there just to protect the moving parts and the holes in the frame. The bike is equipped with Magura MT4 and MT5 brakes. The discs are about 200-203 millimeters. There's a dual, how do you call that, caliper, or a dual piston or quadri-piston system in the front, and a normal single piston in the back. The brake handles are very well integrated with the frame in this case, or with the other devices. In this case, the light button is attached to the same handle. As you can see, the cables are very well integrated as well, and from my Super Delite I can tell that these brakes are very precise and powerful. What else? It comes with integrated lights. It's the Supernova M99 Mini in the front, which is an LED light, and in the back it's a red, you can see there, 3 red LED on the left side, also from the same brand, Supernova. The saddle that comes with it is an Ergon. You can see the model there, quite sporty. And the dropper seat is an X Fusion, and here's the handle for the dropper seat, which is located in the top. Normally they are here, but it is a convenient place. I have no worries about that. The bike is also equipped with a pair of ABUS keys to operate the ABUS lock for the battery. It has 2 keys and a small touch, which is a Riese Müller key holder. This is the ABUS serial number, so that you can order more of the same keys. They are numbered. And let me see if I can pop it with one hand. I can. One nice thing about this battery is that the flap that protects it is attached to the battery itself, so that it really, when you push it in, you see it kind of seals. It's a soft rubber kind of protection. It really protects the whole battery. And when you remove the battery, you remove the cover with it. On the Cube mountain bike, you have to remove the cover first, and then you can remove the battery. In this case, the Riese Müller is more convenient. I've also purchased a bottle holder. I was lucky to find the same type of color, black and white. It's also from the brand BBB, or you call it Triple B. I think I will use it mostly to put a bottle in with my tools. I will use a camel pack to carry the water. Let me see what is not delivered with this bike. The bottle holders from one side and the other are not delivered, and there's no bottles delivered with this bike. The mudguards are not delivered, and there is no Abus lock. You can see there's a position to attach it here, but it's not delivered standard with this bike. You have to order it separately. There's no smartphone holder either. There is no kickstand, and as you can see, there's no luggage rack, but you can order for both the front and the back. And as you can see, the places to screw them are here. So you could possibly order them second-hand, not second-hand, but aftermarket, and attach them. Okay, so my first impressions is that the fit and finish are very good. I am a little bit concerned with the amount of holes that are here in the back. Let me see if I can point out a few of them. See, here in the frame, let's see if I can put my finger in, yeah, here, these two holes, they will be sucking in all the mud and water. And I don't know if they are being evacuated somewhere. And then there's also here, this place where the suspension travels. There's a hole on this side, as you can see. Normally the dropper seat or some other cable should have traveled this way because there's a holder here. But what they have done is they have passed it through the other side, so they have a big slot on this end, and the dropper seat cable is then attached with a couple of plastic bands. And so all of this, while you're riding, will absorb all the mud. The reason why I have attached this aftermarket mud guards, to decrease as much as possible all the mud that will go in there, and also not to spray the suspension directly with the mud. What else? Yeah, as I've said, I was a bit surprised with the amount of drag that the drivetrain has. I was expecting it to be more smoothly. To be honest, I did not put my Super Delite on a stand and turn the cranks because it is so heavy. So maybe it has the same type of drag. I have to test it. I guess that's all I wanted to say for an initial presentation. So you have seen what is delivered with the bike and what isn't. I am now looking forward to take it out for a spin and compare it with the other mountain bike that I purchased about a year ago, which is the Cube, that I have detailed in other videos. I will be reviewing this bike, giving my opinion. Again, the main reason why I purchased this bike is that this is the only model that combines the Gates carbon belt with internally geared hub. I will not need any lubrication, no cleaning, or no substantial cleaning, to put it this way. It will require very little maintenance. On my Cube, I had to take the bike the other day to the shop because the derailleur got jammed. It needed lubrication and cleaning. I spent approximately 1 hour after every ride cleaning the cassette and the chain and lubricating everything so that you decrease wear and tear. And now that I've moved to an apartment, I cannot afford, and I don't have anywhere where I can do that without putting oil all over the place, you know. So I decided to buy this bike and test it out to see if it will help me in that department, and I'm hoping it will. All right, so Looking forward to taking it for a spin and let you guys know how it works. Cheers.